molds, 2-part easy peasy molds, where you could literally take a ring and make it into a mold, a robot, and then I put resin in it, and now I have a million robots. Not really a million, but a shit ton. I really like to use Mold Star Smooth On. They're great, and it's just 1-to-1 ratio. I am going to use this Aero Marine 2-part, this guy and this guy, because I have leftover. And what we're gonna do is we're going to make a mold of this beautiful crystal heart. And then I love this ring that I had. It's a bird head. And you can also use molds. Great. You can just pour the resin in that. Always, before you put the resin in, spray it with some mold release or resin release, and boop, it comes right out. So I have a lot of these. I have a lot of pre-made ones that make bracelets, crystal rock tiles before. These online. I was going to tile my whole bathroom, but you know, that's quite the undertaking. And I was going to use them for cement, which you can use. Let's get to it. I'm going to use this container, and I'm going to cut it down because this is a perfect size for this guy. 1 inch higher than the object, a 1/2 inch on the side, right above the fresh mozzarella is where I'm going to cut it. So, funny story, Sharpies and I don't get along very well. I've had a really good stint so far, but there was a time where my husband had to take the Sharpies away because I kept hurting myself. I jumped on the sofa and there was a hammer in the sofa, and the hammer went clink right into my knee and stuck there. And he was like, you have to sign out the Sharpies from now on. So it's nice that you guys are with me right now. Everything's fine. All my legs are here. I did get a little head rush out of fear. Everything you're doing right now is perfect. So here we go. I'm going to get my hot glue gun down, and we're going to glue it down to the bottom. I could have the shittiest glue gun in the world. Here you go. So I'm just going to make a really cute little circle here. Pop it onto the bottom. Here we go. That's what we're going to have, okay? So the funny thing is, this is going to be the bottom of the mold. Right here. This is the bottom. This is going to be the top, and to be the opening in which I will pour the resin into. Yeah, that's cool, Annabelle. Sorry. I'm not one to measure. I measure 1-to-1 of whatever ratio this is. That's fine. I can do that. That's easy peasy. But you're supposed to do the circumference
over the amount of area and the altitude of the phenomenon.
It's not in there. So I eyeball it. And if I eyeball wrong, well, I just make more. Or I make too much, and then I'll scramble and make. Are you bored with me? I'm sorry. I'll cut it. Cut it. Shake well and stir before use. Content of this container may settle during shipment. Don't eat it. Let's do good sounds. How immature can you be? Okay, so it's so pretty. Oh, mix it like nobody's business. All the sides, a lot. Dig it from the bottom up to the top. Dig it up to the bottom, to the top, bottom to the top. And you don't want any marbling. You know what I mean by marbling? Like streaking. If that blue is still in that green, you've got to mix it more. This is key to these two chemicals combining and making a mold that you can literally use tons. Okay, so we're going to need enough to cover it. Like I said, about that much, whatever that is, above its top, right? Bottom, actually. Are you bottom or top? This is the other thing. You want to start on the edge of whatever form you have. Look at that. I think I may have measured it perfectly. What? Who's the eyeballer? I am. Really smooth side. I think I already did. Oh, shaka bra. Oh, did you hear that sizzle? That may not have been a good thing. All the way to the top. Hi, who makes messes? Bunch of bubbles. Where's this stuff? Because you'll get all sticky. This. This is not a hairdryer. This gets hot. See the bumps, the bubbles? Just bang, 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 bang. Do I get cross-eyed? Shoot. I might have a wandering eye. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you if you just subscribe so it makes me feel like I'm not a loser. So subscribe! I'm just going to press it. I love glitter.